And the money in support of Kamala Harris apparently is flooding in. Major super PAC Future Forward announced $150 million in commitments from Democratic donors. And the campaign said it raised more than $80 million in the 24 hours since she announced she would seek the nomination. There could be setbacks. The campaign may face legal challenges over whether it can use money donated while Joe Biden was at the top of the ticket. Kenneth Gross is a former Associate General Counsel at the Federal Election Commission, now Senior Political Law Counsel at Akin Gump Strauss Hauer. You have been asked this question at least 20 times in the last 48 hours. Answer it again, sir. Can Kamala Harris use the funds for the Biden-Harris campaign? Can she inherit them?
The simple answer is yes. And that's because when this campaign was originally registered, both Biden and Harris were put on the statement of organization and statement of candidacy with the Federal Election Commission. And that doesn't always happen. Sometimes a presidential candidate doesn't have a vice president from the get-go, but in this case, Biden did. So it's her committee as much as it is his committee. And in fact, over the weekend, she put her name on top, the same committee. No transfer, the actual same committee. So she gets to keep the money and use it.
But if I've donated, assuming I donated money to Biden-Harris, I can't donate again above the federal individual limits, can I? Because for the very same reason that she can inherit, I can't double dip.
That's correct. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if you've maxed out, which is $3,300 to the Biden-Harris campaign, you're done for the primary period, which extends through the date of the convention. And then you can give another $3,300 to the general. You can do that now, or you can wait. Either way, the campaign can't spend that money until the general election. We don't know for sure that she will be the nominee.
The spending of the money, the money that goes direct to the campaign versus the money that goes to PACs and super PACs, which is the more important?
The campaign money is more important for two reasons. One, that's the money that the campaign has absolute control over. If it goes to a super PAC or in some sort of independent political action committee, they can hope and probably rely on the fact that it will be spent in favor of the candidacy, but it won't be the same control. Legally, they're not allowed to control it. And secondly, under the federal communication rules, you get a lower rate for your TV time if it's coming from the campaign committee as opposed to a PAC.
Would you expect there to be litigation on any and or all of these issues, particularly the question of the inheritance?
Yeah, I think I would be naive to say that there won't be some legal challenge. There's already been some rumblings that maybe she's not entitled to these funds. This is my life's work, and I don't see how they get to that conclusion. But it's never happened before. This is unprecedented. So I don't have a case I can cite to you where it happened, in this particular instance. So it is open to interpretation. And as I said, I think this is the right legal answer, but it may be challenged. And if it is, we'll see what happens.
I guess this is not strictly an FEC issue, but it's a sort of a general comment that the sheer amount of money that is going into this election is just vast. I mean, when you think about, I've just been reporting, 150 million into a PAC, 80 million into Harris on her own now. You've got allegedly tens of millions coming from Elon Musk to Donald Trump through PACs. It's vast sums of money.
Right. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars that pouring into this election, not only to the campaign committee, to these outside groups based on a Supreme Court opinion, so-called super PACs that can spend unlimited money and collect unlimited money from billionaires. The stakes in this election are that high. However, legally, the question is one for the Federal Election Commission. They regulate the money, and that's where the complaint would be adjudicated. Ultimately, it could make it to court, but that takes time.
Kenneth Gross, I promise you I won't ask you again the inheritance question, at least not this election period. I'm grateful for your expertise in helping us today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.